Yes, thanks for watching. Today, I want to talk about this issue of the United Nations pledging support for reconstruction in a war zone, which is southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. It has been for so many years now. We have seen that the United Nations has failed in many conflicts. Why? Because they only wait when the war has been fought for so many years, then they'll come and say they want to do reconstruction. You wait after destruction to come and reconstruct. How can the United Nations no don't look for solution to prevent conflicts? That is the problem with the United Nations today. And we see that in many conflicts around the world where they are not proactive. Okay. Okay, why did you think that the League of Nations failed and the League of Nation was called a toothless bulldog? They were only there to condemn, oh, we condemn this action, but there were no action. And that is the same thing that United Nations is doing along the years. And we have seen that United Nations is incapable of preventing genocide. The one happening in southern Cameroon today, the mass graves, the ethnic cleansing, the killing, the military occupation, illegal occupation of southern Cameroon is what is going on today. And the UN is calling for pledge to support for the reconstruction of southern Cameroon. The war is ongoing. The United Nations is incapable of resolving the crisis. And we see this happening in many of these instances where, and the United Nations is a charter that says self-determination is a human right. But going back a little bit, the United Nations is the body that granted Southern Cameroon its independence. 64 countries voted for the independence of Southern Cameroon. Okay? And today, you ask, Southern Cameroon is the only country that was granted independence by giving two questions. You either join Nigeria or you join the French Cameroon. Why is it that bias, international diplomatic bias against the people of Southern Cameroon? Now, what is going on? There is the 92-year-old Paul Biya, who is has been in power for 42 years. The, the, the dictatorship is just alarming. He wants to assimilate the people of Southern Cameroon. He wants to wipe out their identity. He wants to cleanse the people of Southern Cameroon. He wants to do anything against the people of Southern Cameroon to be erased from the earth. But the United Nations is silent. For past 9 years today, the people of Southern Cameroon have been fighting an existential threat. Have been fighting the occupation of their land. The fact that the United Nations is corrupt, cannot resolve a problem, is better they should dissolve the United Nations as they did to the League of Nations. Because when something is not going well, take for example, Britain and France are two veto power. Britain colonized Southern Cameroon. France colonized French Cameroon. The war is going on today. They cannot do nothing to resolve the crisis, whereas these two countries has veto power in the United Nations. Think of it. So what are they resolving problem or they are aggravating problem? Because this thing of veto power, we have said time and again that there is need for more countries to have veto power in the United Nations Security Council, because 5 countries cannot be ruling the world. 5 countries have veto power, and this is so much happened that these 2 countries, that one colonized Southern Cameroon, the other one colonized French La République du Cameroun, are two countries that have veto power in the United Nations. So they can veto any bill that want to come on this side of things. The fact that you go and arrest freedom fighters, but you cannot arrest people who are corrupt, politicians who are eating fat from this war, it is internationally biased. See what Canada did. Canada called the leaders, the Ambazonian leaders, for negotiation. There was a process going on. See what Switzerland did. Switzerland came in to mediate the process. See what these two countries did. But compare it with what Norway did to our leader, Ayabacho. See how Nigeria is struggling to fix what they did to our leaders. Norway today is also trying to amend the same mistakes, because history will hold them for the things that they are doing to our people. No matter how it takes. Nigeria, even the parliament, just held a parliamentary discussion yesterday about the Naira 10. Yes, Nigeria High Court has already passed a law that they should release those people. Norway came and arrested Ayabacho. Instead of coming to mediate, two countries are fighting in a war time. Instead of all these two countries have state sovereignties granted by the United Nations. This has nothing to do with, this is about state sovereignties granted by the United Nations. But the United Nations cannot come and say, hey, this country, we granted the independence. 64 countries voted yes. I think 22 countries voted no. In the United Nations for Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Today, the United Nations is watching as they are killing the people of Southern Cameroon. They are massacring, they are genociding the people of Southern Cameroon. The United Nations remains silent. The broken promises, the broken windows of the United Nations. That's what we are seeing today, where genocide continue, massacre continue, unabated. There are conflicts where the United Nations has rushed to put peacekeepers. We are asking the United Nations, why not bring those peacekeepers in Ambazonia, Southern Cameroon? If you say the genocide of Rwanda, because the past that United Nations human rights thing, there will never be another genocide. But has that happened? How many countries are still going through genocide across the world? The United Nations should take assessment of their own, how they are fighting against all these ills. Okay, let them check, because it has become just commonplace to see how these countries take advantage of military option. They have many countries, many diplomats, many political analysts have explained to Cameroon that you cannot win the war against the people of Southern Cameroon militarily. Go for negotiation. It's cost effective, okay? Because for 9 years you have been fighting the people, but you cannot win them. They are in their land. You bring your military to come and occupy their land, and you say you want to win them in their land. It's very difficult. That is why we are calling on United Nations, international bodies, Amnesty International, Médecins Sans Frontières, all these international organizations, to know that there is crisis going on in Southern Cameroon and Ambazonia. But the United Nations is asking for pledges to come and do reconstruction when there is an ongoing war caused by the United Nations. They cannot eat their cake and have it. They have to resolve this crisis.